Yo, what's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. Let's get straight into it, man. In this one, I want to talk about why chasing pleasure is very dangerous. In this video, I kind of want to talk about a little bit of like sobriety, but also like, the dangers of just like, just seeking pleasure, guys. Like, especially like nowadays, it's very destructive to your future. So let me try to do my best into explaining my perspective on this. So guys, like we live in like a society where everything is just like thrown at us, right? There's just so much distractions everywhere that it's hard to like think sometimes. Like they just promoting like alcohol, promoting like the hub, or just like hypersexuality, like all these things, like junk food, um, things in that nature, guys. And the reason why like pleasure is very like pleasure basically, guys, is like a comfortable prison, man. It's straight up, it's like a comfortable prison because you do these little things that cause like little micro changes in your life throughout the years. Say that you're just like, because pleasure comes in many forms, guys. Pleasure can come from, you know, using a lot, like using your phone a lot, like technology, social media. It could also come in the form of, smoking, drinking, watching the hub, things like that, guys. And a lot of it is just like, it's just distractions. Hanging out with the wrong people, just hanging out with like people that don't even care about you, or just partying. That's another thing that I wanted to mention. Um, yeah, guys, like it's just crazy, man. Like I was thinking yesterday, I was like, wow, like time goes by really quick. I'm 24, guys, but I was just realizing, I was like, damn, like I have been drinking like since I was like 15. I discovered it at 15, so it's been like 10 years. And throughout those 10 years, I had just been like, constantly distracted, guys. Like I didn't like I was really thinking hard yesterday about like what I've been doing like the past 10 years. So around 15, I discovered like drinking, I discovered like smoking, and then throughout those years also like the hub, partying, just all these things, guys. Like you don't really think about it like when you're in high school or like after high school. You're just trying to have fun, right? Like you're not even thinking about like your purpose or trying to better yourself in life. But through those experiences, I have realized that it has never like taken me anywhere other than just like that feeling like a good time or whatever. It just created like a memory. But even then, when you look back on like all those things that you did, it just feels like a dream, like if it never even happened. And for the most part, you really have nothing to show for it. If you're watching the hub, or if you're just scrolling on social media, you're drinking alcohol, you're just smoking, you're hanging out with like people, what do you have to show for it, guys? Like it's a bunch of distractions, guys. Like I said, it doesn't seem like it. It may not seem like it right now, but it's like micro changes that you will notice like later on, like down the line. Like you'll reflect and you just be like, damn, like where did like all this time go? And the thing that is very important, guys, another thing that I want to talk about in this video is just like being sober. Because last year in 2022, I was pretty sober for the most part, guys. Like I don't smoke anymore. I was retaining for the most part, like, but it was always like, drinking was just like every once in a while, like in moderation or whatever. And when I say moderation, it would be like, it wouldn't be like how it used to be back then. It wasn't like every single day or like 3 times a week. It would just kind of be kind of rare. But even then, the times that I would, it would just throw everything off. Like it would just like, it would just kind of like ruin that flow state energy. And like I said, like alcohol is just like, um, is like a reason for like a lot of relapses like in the past, guys. So it just screws everything up. And like I said in that video, the most I've gone without drinking was like 6 months. And guys, like I'm in the point in my life where I'm just like, bro, like fuck alcohol, man. Like straight up, man. Like excuse my language, but I'm just keeping it raw with you guys. I'm just keeping it real, man. Like this is bullshit, man. Like I swear, like I'm 24, guys. Okay, so I be seeing, what I've been thinking about lately, guys, is I've been seeing a lot of people, like older people, like in their 30s and their 40s, and I'm just like, bro, like I do not want to be like them. I see people that are just like, they just look like shit, man. They're just out of shape. They just look terrible. They're just drinking, like they're buying alcohol, they're buying junk food, they're buying like cigarettes and all this crap, guys. And I, I do not want to be like that, man. It's just like a waste of life, guys. Like it's just like like retention, guys, like has made me realize how much valuable like life is, you know. And I don't want to be wasting it for the like. I made a post, guys. Like I said, like that post of the 10 years, when it's like, so you just spent 10 years of your life just watching the hub, drinking, smoking, being on scrolling on social media, and then it was like, now spend the next 10 years of your life doing the complete opposite. So that's what I like. Not even like, not even for like a challenge or anything, or just I just want to do basically like the complete opposite that I've been doing up until now, guys. Like what I've been doing for the past 10 years, I want to do like the complete opposite. I don't want to be drinking anymore. I don't want to be freaking scrolling on social media. I don't want to be hanging out with these fake ass people, these bums. That's what they are, guys. You come to realize that a lot of people are freaking bums out here. Like, not disrespecting like homeless people, but I'm saying like, they're just losers, like low life people, like your social group most of the time. Like I be talking to coworkers, guys, and I can't even relate to them. You know, I literally mentioned it. I was like, so you guys gonna? I was like, sober gang 2023, and then they're like, oh nah, my friends like, they said some bullshit, guys. They're just like trying to like, they're like, oh, I already messed up this year. It's like I had to wait until next year, and I was like, bro, you don't have to. Like he said it as a joke, but he was pretty serious, guys. Some people are like, oh, I already messed up, like, well, I guess I'll have to wait until next year to change my life. But guys, you can't accomplish like great things if you're average. If you're like an average person that just does average things and is just like the rest of people in society, you're never gonna achieve anything that you want because you're just constantly gonna be blocking your own blessings, hanging around the wrong people that don't even care about you, doing the wrong things, not having like a clear, sober, vigilant mind to do things, to analyze your life and know what you want to do. Because when you're always on social media, you're always watching the hub, you're always drinking, getting drunk, or even if it's in moderation, it doesn't matter, guys. You're still like blocking your vision. Like, guys, like sobriety is like the way to go, straight up, man. Because like I said, like I mentioned earlier in this video, I do not want to be in my freaking 30s and my 40s still like depending on like a drink or like drinking alcohol or just being on like social media. And bro, that shit is sad, man. Like that's crazy, bro. Like I want to use this time and this knowledge that I have right now as an advantage, to get ahead in life, because the time that people waste doing, meaningless things, you could use that time to be advancing, to get like things moving in your life, to plan things out, and do a lot of things, guys. Because I feel like I'm gonna lose a lot. Well, not lose, but basically like leave a lot of people behind. Like I've already left people behind, but especially like in 2023, trying to be sober and just do what I gotta do. I feel like I'm gonna leave more people behind because a lot of people are just still like not even trying to change, and I'm not gonna be around like these people that don't even want to change themselves. So I'm not gonna be like waiting on them just because they don't want to elevate, guys. Not everybody is going where you're going, so that may have to mean like family members as well. and your family aren't even trying to level up, then you just gotta keep focusing on yourself. Love them from a distance, but like obviously love them unconditionally. But what I'm saying is, guys, like people can just throw you off your purpose. Friends, family members, co-workers. You be hanging around the wrong people, guys, and you be like ruining and just wasting your own life. Time and your energy is very valuable. Uh, and at the same time, guys, when you're just like constantly wasting money on pleasure, you're just obviously like, you're wasting that money, but you're just really getting nowhere in life. Like retention has made me focus not so much on the instant gratification of things, but I'm starting to think like more long term, you know? Like I don't feel good partying anymore, guys. Like even if I'm like in moderation or whatever, like it doesn't feel good like knowing that I could be doing better. Like it doesn't feel like I should be partying, right? It feels like I should be focused on what I have to do because for the longest time I was already partying. I was already like doing all this bullshit and then, I'm not like I've been pretty like how do you say like responsible in other areas of my life, right? But at the same time, alcohol and the hub and social media, I feel like have been one of the biggest distractions out there. So so when you're always putting pleasure in front of your purpose, in front of everything that you have to do, you're never going to advance, guys. Like you got to stop being so focused on the pleasure of things because like when you do things that you have to do, guys, it's like you're investing in yourself, like you're investing in your future. Like stop following the crowd, guys. It's like so many people in society are sheeps, just following the herd, just doing what everybody else is doing. Everything is normalized. So, just because something is normal in society doesn't mean that it's beneficial to you. If society says that, oh, it's okay to drink alcohol, it's okay to, you know, hang, like party and, just bust nut after nut or just, like all these things that they tell us to do, social media, all these things, guys, bunch of distractions. If society tells you to do that, that doesn't mean that it's good for you. It's like a bunch of sheeps like heading for a cliff, and then you see where they're going, right? Where you're like, hell no, I'm going the other way. You're just going the complete opposite. That's kind of how I feel like right now, guys. Like, I don't care about what everybody else is doing. I don't care about partying anymore. I don't care about drinking. I don't care about social media. I really don't care about none of that because the time that I have now, like I gotta be thankful, man. Like, thank God I'm young right now with this knowledge because, man, like I do not want to be like I know I sound like a record on repeat, but I don't want to be like in my 30s and my 40s just with nothing to show for it. I don't want to just be like a lazy ass person that has like no purpose or anything like that. But I'm slowly getting there and I'm realizing what I have to do. So this is just kind of like a little motivational video for you guys. Like, come on, guys. Sober Gang 2023. Let's get it, man. Like, it's time to focus. It's time to level up. It's time to stop being stagnant. It's time to stop, holding yourself back and blocking your blessings. Because, man, like, I be seeing, like, people from the past and they just be doing the same thing that they've been doing for years, man. Like they're not even trying to change. So you gotta level up. You gotta, cut these people off. You gotta go within, man. You gotta be pissed, man. Like I'm pissed, man. But like in a good way. I'm using that frustration, that kind of like that aggression to get where I want to be. I'm not gonna sit there and just party and just scroll on social media, just become a zombie. Because like, man, I'm all over the place in this video, guys. This like, but I be seeing people. I be very observant. I've been very observant lately, and I see people just like on their phones, just like this, just scrolling. And I'm just like, what the fuck is this, man? Like, what is this, bro? Like, I feel like I'm going crazy. Like I'm just like seeing. I'm being like the observer of everything, man. Like I'm just observing how people behave, and I be listening to people's conversations, coworkers' conversations, and I'm just like, bro, like I am totally not on your level, man. Like I respect you as like a person, but I'm not gonna be like associating with you because you're not going where I'm going. You know. So man, yeah, I'm all over the place, but whatever. I'm on my lunch right now, so just want to drop this video real quick. Yeah, man. Sober Gang 2023. Maintain your frame. Retain gang. Woo! Let's get it, guys. All right, man. So I'll